Now, Malcolm X, in 1964, the famous speech, The Ballad of the Bullet, he said, nationalism is the wave of the present and the future. But 1 year prior to that, MLK, in his famous speech, I Have a Dream speech in 1963, he states that 100 years later, the Negro is still languishing in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And that was written by MLK's own hand in 1963. So there's lots of elders and very important leaders dropping facts, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you won't find it. And all these facts lead to that we are, in fact, the indigenous people of America, but we have been reclassified and denationalized by this foreign corporation operating under color of law. That's why it's important to learn about the language, etymology, origin of words. For instance, what is a black man? What is the definition of black? Where is black at on the map? What nation is black? What tribe is black? See what I'm saying? Nation. What colored land is there? Where is there a colored flag at? It's nowhere. It's fiction. It's all only on paper. It's fictitious. These labels we have to learn to let go. We have to go back in time and learn who we are and who we were so we can be who we need to be today. So etymology is a very important aspect that we all need to go into. Need to go into history. Going back into history, we need to uncover a lot of the stories that our elders were told and they passed down, but we ignored them. Some of us didn't because we were going to the school of our own oppressors from the very people who supposed to enslave you. That's where we got our education. And yet we expect truth from the very people that didn't. This is what Khalid Muhammad said. If a man won't treat you right, why do you expect him to teach you right? Michael Jackson also said, you have to know the history books are lying. They're lying to you. Also, Malcolm X said, he made a reference to that very same idea. Fool would allow his enemy to teach his children. Yet that is what we have done because that is tradition, and out of ignorance we blindly follow along. See if I can pull some callers in here. See here. Okay. All right. Now, my whole reason for creating Autochthons of America and YouTube and this Blogtalkradio is to show that we, as so-called blacks, African Americans, colors, Negroes, and any other term and label that we have been given, is the indigenous people of America, and that we need to go back in time and realize that all these labels and terms were placed on us for a reason. That we are the only people within 100 years to be reclassified and renamed over 5 times. No other people. The Japanese 100 years ago were the Japanese. Their name did not change. No one did not try to reclassify them. The Nigerians' name did not change 100 years ago. They were the Nigerians. So we have to go back in time, and we need to get with the elders and learn our true history. Our true history that most of us were already here in America, but through so-called laws and legal moves, they stripped us of our birthright. Through contracts, through treaties which they broke. Treaties are basically a contractual agreement. But through violation, they ignored the treaties and they did whatever they wanted to. But we kept our word, because to us our word is bond.
I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not a Hindu. I'm not a what? I am a who? I'm not black and I'm not white. Tell me if this